Okay, we're going to solve on, this is a 6.6, numbers 7 and 8. And it's an interest-only loan. Now, an interest-only loan is also referred to as no amortization. And so what this means, zero amortization or no amortization. So what this means is that your $200,000 balance is not going to change throughout this entire loan. So there's two ways to solve number 7. I'm going to show you the way that most of my students choose because it's consistent with the way that we solve for every other loan, because it can be done with the financial calculator. It is not really the easiest way to solve it, but it is the way that is most commonly used for you guys. So it's a 5-year loan. Now it's important to note here, that's supposed to be an asterisk, sorry. You could put 5,000 years and you would get the same number because it's an interest-only loan and your balance isn't changing. And so 3.5% of $200,000 will be the same in year 1 and year 40. It does not matter how long the loan term is to calculate the payment. So it's a 3.5% loan. You're doing a $200,000 house. And you have a future value of $200,000. Now, what you see right here, this is the hallmark of no amortization or of interest only. Your present and future values will be equal. So plug them into your calculator. You're going to do 5 second in, 3.5 I/Y, $200,000, make it negative, present value, $200,000, future value, and then you're going to hit compute payment, and you're going to get $583.33. A nice low payment. Now, this is a low payment for two reasons. One, you have a low interest rate. That's a very low interest rate for an interest-only loan. Wouldn't be able to get that rate too often. But even more importantly, it's low because it's an interest-only loan, and you're not paying any principal. If you want to find it mathematically, and if you're not interested, then just ignore this. If you want to find it mathematically, you can just take $200,000 times the percentage, 0.035, and then divide that number by 12, and when you solve for that number on your calculator, you will get 583.33. So that is your answer to number 7. Now, number 8 asks, how much will you owe in 5 years? Well, normally we would change in to 5 years and compute the future value, but we have in at 5 years and we have our future value, and we know that this again is a no amortization loan. In other words, the amount that you owe is not going to change. So how much do you owe? It's a simple concept question. You owe $200,000, and you need to just have that in your mind that when there is no amortization, what you owe will not change. Now, as a side note that this question doesn't ask for, one of two things would happen at this point with the bank. If this is a balloon type of interest-only loan, you would have to pay this amount of money or go and sell your house or get another loan in order to cover it and get enough money for it. If it is a recast loan, then they would change the terms of the loan and they would have you pay it off, usually over 25 years, and you would see your payment jump up considerably. The problem is that for all of this time, you've been paying $583.33 on your house, and you have absolutely done nothing to own this house. You technically own it. You get to pay the insurance on it and the tax on it. You get to fix anything that breaks, but essentially you're paying a rent payment for your house because you're no closer to owning this house than you were when you started it. And it's for that reason that we generally recommend against interest-only loans.